on the arc. Hey, hey, hey. Be on the arc. Ain't no way to stop when we lock them down. Get that ball, pass it to me, then we rock them now. Holding trophies to crown, on the throne, no playing around. Get that ball, I'll be shooting, then I'm knocking them down. Princess Cess on a mission, one go, we gon' get it. We taking over the game, all gas, no brakes, you tripping. Duck on them, no assistance, all this heat in my kitchen. You should know that we different, going deep with precision. Be on the arc. Ain't no way to stop them, we lock them down. Get that ball, pass it to me, then we rock them now. Holding trophies to crown, on the throne, no playing around. Get that ball, I'll be shooting, then I'm knocking them down. Princess Cess on a mission, one go, we gon' get it. We taking over the game, all gas, no brakes, you tripping. Duck on them, no assistance, all this heat in my kitchen. You should know that we different, going deep with precision. Be on the arc.
Oh, we're back, fam. What is up with the squad? It's Cess, favorite auntie with Uncle Tennessee's in the building with the Prince of Basketball. iAmZoMedia. Prince, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on, man? You're back. You're back. You're back. You're in the building. Y'all hear him? What's good? What's good? Back with the breakdown beyond the arc. Glad to be back with you, sir. What's the word? Happy Thursday. What's good?
Oh man, feel good to be back, man.
Yeah, hear it in his voice. He already on it. You hear it in his voice. You hear him? Okay. I'm just telling y'all, he already told me he came with a bag full of charcoal. He ready to cook. Let's go. He said he came with a bag full of charcoal. What's good, man?
Yes.
Hey man, listen, it is college hoops season. Man. I'm glad college hoops is here. I know that we are going to talk Audi Crooks, but just in general, because we haven't talked this so long, man. How are you feeling about the start of this season? You know, it's still real preseason-y as far as I'm concerned. I know they call it non-conference. You know what I'm saying? It's like preseason. You can't take this too serious, but your thoughts on what you're seeing so far?
I'm looking at women's college basketball and saying, with the right marketing approach, they could be the second watch sport this calendar year.
This calendar year, or this season coming up, this college season coming up. So
no, this calendar year, like this because again,
you gonna go back.
A lot of your good basketball is about to start happening around the Thanksgiving, Christmas breaks. So I think this calendar year, because again, remember, last March Madness was amazing, great, amazing numbers. They had better numbers than men's March Madness. So that's already in the books, right? And look at all the good games that are coming up over the next month and a half, going into the Christmas break. I mean, some top 10 matchups is in there. I mean, a lot of good matchups, some conference matchups are in there. I mean, just think about what they're doing to start the season, from the amount of points per game for some of your stars like Audi Crooks, who we're doing, Hannah Hidalgo with the 40 burger with the 16 steals. I mean,
I agree. I don't like to mix the two seasons, right? I think that this season right here is going to be something special. I think that this season right here, the 25-26, what's going to cross into 26, I think it's going to be something special. I think it's going to do even better numbers than last season. But when you look at this calendar year as a whole, just women's basketball, it's some great basketball. Because I mean, you still got the Aces in there, you got that March Madness in there, you got Unrivaled in there, you got a 1v1 in there, you got overtime select. So great women's basketball, period. Like you said, marketing, second most watched sport in the game. So
got an opportunity. What do you think of the two most watched sports this calendar year? Like, not even watch, like the two most sought after sports this calendar year. What do you think it is?
I'm biased. I couldn't even tell you, Prince. I'm biased.
Because
I've
so
only
far,
watched women's hoops. I watch women's hoops. I watch NBA, NFL, peeked in on MLB. I think soccer does numbers, but I don't really watch soccer. You know what I mean? So I don't want to take anything from soccer. And then there's some international sports that I just, cricket and some other stuff that I just ain't, I don't watch. So if you have the number, what is it? I would say, I would probably say basketball and football, but that's just because that's what I watch. But there's boxing out there too. I've been watching boxing. Man, boxing been doing some crazy numbers too. So
yeah.
interesting.
But I mean, women's college basketball
College
and
football though. What about college
NFL.
football? Really, those are two.
Yeah,
That's not
crazy
bad.
numbers. Crazy numbers.
Crazy numbers. I would have said college. I would have thought men's college football. What college football? I'd have thought college football would have did big numbers too.
I think what's hurting the college football numbers right now, because somebody even mentioned it, is that with the NIL deal, how the talent is so spread around, you have smaller markets that are getting TV time because they're ranked now, they're undefeated, So like I think, it's a good thing, right? You got a lot of talent around college football, but some of your bigger programs are losing right now because of NIL, where a smaller school or a school that hasn't been predominantly dominant, they're able to go get that number one cornerback or offensive lineman in the country. So
yeah, they got to.
I think the parity is a good thing, but it's kind of hurting their ratings.
I can see it. I can see it over time. Though I think it balances itself out.
Of course. Once college football gets to the playoffs, their numbers will spike back up again.
Yeah, they got to figure out they playoff too. I figure it out. Every time I look up, it's a different. We're gonna try something, do something. It's got to figure it out. Come on, let's get to how many teams is in it. Let's do it. I'm trying to keep up with that too.
Yeah.
But what brings us to the breakdown today? Audi Crooks, and it's weird because we were supposed to talk about Audi a long time ago. Right before break, we were supposed to talk about Audi, and we didn't get a chance to. And it ends up that on the day that we're supposed to talk about Audi, the day before, Audi went crazy. Did you get to see that? Did you watch the Iowa State game?
I had to rewatch it. I rewatched it last night.
Okay. So. No, I've only seen highlights. I did not get the chance to check out Audi, but 43 points, 18-23, 7-9 for free throw, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, just 1 turnover, 1 block, 2 fouls in 20 minutes.
Yeah. We got the breakdown video of it later on in the show, so make sure y'all stay locked in.
Yeah, and I don't want to get this lost on the fact that listen, this was Valparaiso Beacons, right? So I'm not at all saying, hey Prince, when she gets to the conference, I'm expecting to see 43 in 20 minutes. But I am expecting to see an uptick from last season, right? Because I know that this production is there, right? Like I can't expect this against what I think will be more competitive talent, right? So, but overall, just your thoughts on the stat line. I don't know if you saw it live or you heard about it and then had to go see it. Your thoughts on the stat line.
I mean, you know what I like the most about like what she did. It was more of nothing was forced. If you watch the game, like I said, like I rewatched it last night, like nothing she did was forced. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like, oh, we're playing a inferior team. Let me go out here. I need every ball to come to me. She played within the offense. I mean, it was some good basketball. It wasn't one of those, you play one of those lower quality teams where you just out there just jacking up shots. That's not how she was scoring, which was impressive.
Okay, that's fair. Overall, your opinion on Audi. Are you a fan? Have you been watching her since freshman year? I've been kind of watching her since freshman year. I thought I was actually looking at Addie Brown on the team and found Audi Crooks. I couldn't get enough of her. I think she's a vibe. She's got a game that I think can play at the next level. But I got some concerns about Audi just health wise and make physicality, making sure that she's able to play. So outside of that, and it's not about body shaming, it's just about making sure that she's as healthy as she needs to be able to play at that level. But your thoughts on Audi just overall?
Nah, I've been watching her since she got to the college level. Again, it's not really body shaming. Again,
No.
playing a professional sport, conditioning, especially playing basketball, is being lean, being quick, agile, conditioning, heart rate. A lot of that goes into it. So those things are going to be talked about, even if some might feel it's uncomfortable. It's sports.
Uncomfortable conversations for sure. Like, yeah.
I mean,
Audi
it's
has to
sports,
get into the best physical
she
shape for her.
understands that. She understands that, and if you're a real hooper out there, you understand that because you already know. Especially when you get to college, like sometimes there's weight requirements for your playing time. Because college is Cess, I'll say this: college is a little more mindful when it comes to health than the next level is, being that like sometimes the health department will come down with the trainers and be like, hey, if they're going to play 25 plus minutes, they got to be at this weight, because it's a lot of like uncharacteristic lawsuits happen in college a lot when it comes to health. So they're very particular. They're very and if you watch Audi Crooks throughout her basketball career, she's never played more than 29 minutes a game.
Yeah, but and not that she has to be able to play more than 29 minutes, but I want Audi to be able to play as long as a WNBA career she wants to be able to play.
But Cess, you gotta be Cess again.
Are your knees
again? We can be nice, but be realistic. At the next level, she gonna have to have some 30-minute games. I'm sorry.
Not if she's a backup. I don't necessarily know where she fits in at. It depends on what her role is. They only play 40 minutes.
And we'll get into it, Cess. I can't wait till we get to the player comparison, because I don't think, and not to say too much about it, because I'll give my real true thoughts on it later. Cess, unless, in my opinion, just me understanding how this basketball thing works, a player like Audi Crooks, there's no in between, Cess. I'm sorry. Either she's going to be an all-star or she won't be in the WNBA. There's no in between.
I mean, I can't say that. I can't say that for sure. I mean, I respect your opinion. We'll see. I don't know. It's a lot of people that I don't know.
What does she come off your bench for?
Playing time.
Like, no, not a player like her, Seth. She doesn't have that. Like that, she doesn't. If you watch all of the bigs that come off the bench, Seth, they come off the bench for a specific thing. She doesn't have that kind of game. She either needs to be a focal point or not at all. She just says, and you know this, Seth, from watching basketball your entire life. Even in the NBA, you have those players where if they're not a focal point, they can't really fit.
She could totally be the focal point in the second unit. What are you talking about?
No, she can't. No, she can't. That's not how it works. Because guess who's the focal point in the second unit, Cess? The starter that stayed in the game.
It depends on if you have that type of. It depends on if you have that type of team, Prince. It depends on what you have structured.
But Cess, she's not a wing or a guard. She's a front court player.
It depends on what you have available on your team. I'm not finna just blanket statement that we could go back and forth about this. We're not going to agree. Do you want to get into the breakdown of Audi? Like we could go back and forth. A coach can figure out how to use her where they want to use her at. I'm not gonna say, oh, Audi can't come off the bench.
She can.
I'm not gonna say that. And I just watched her come off the bench at FIBA, at America. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna do that.
Hold on, that's your transitioning FIBA to the WNBA?
No, I'm talking about basketball. I'm talking about her ability to come off the bench in a basketball game that's competitive. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It all translates because it's WNBA players that play FIBA basketball.
I just don't see
it. That's okay. You don't have to see it. You want to break it down? You want to break it down?
Break it down.
Yeah, you didn't because my thing with her is international basketball is different than WNBA basketball, but you have players that play international basketball and WNBA basketball. I'm not gonna put a jacket on this kid to say, she can't play if she don't start. I'm not gonna say that about her.
That's not a jacket. That's reality.
No, that's not. That's a jacket. Because here's the thing: if somebody says, "Hey, Audie, if you want to be able to play in this league, you have to be able to come off the bench," then she has to make a decision on if she wants to be able to come off the bench. Do you want to be able to put in the work to be able to be productive to do that? I'm not gonna say that she just can't. A person can do anything they put their mind to. Y'all be so quick to say what a person can't do because what you ain't seen the person do before. It's a lot of stuff that
it's
didn't
one
happen
of
until
those
you seen
things.
it. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of
if
shit.
you want her to come off the bench,
you seen it.
if you want her to come off the bench, she's not a first round pick.
Here's the thing. I never said she was a first round pick. I didn't say she was a starter. I didn't say none of that. I said she had a game that could play at the WNBA. You made assumptions. Everybody
she does have a game that fits the WNBA.
Here's the thing.
She does.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
You can't.
Everybody that I say, here's the thing. Everybody that I say can play at the WNBA level doesn't mean that I think that they're a star or a superstar or a starter. There are only a few of those, but there are still role players, bench players, specialists that come in and play this game and play their role and contribute. So I'm thinking about everything that they can do. Please don't make that assumption.
But she's not a specialist, and she's not a role player.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. She has enough time to transform into what they say she can be. Does she want to?
That's not how this works. She's not a specialist, and she's not a role player. Audi Crooks is not a role player, and she's not a specialist. That's who comes off your bench and has real impact.
I didn't say she was either of those. What I said
is that's
the
only two. Name every bench player. Name every bench player. That's the only players that come off your bench and win 6 Women's of the Year and be borderline all stars at 6 men. That's 6 women.
Did I say she was gonna be any of those things?
But that's the you again. You keep saying I'm putting a jacket. No, that's reality of her type of play style.
She can come. I feel like Audi Crooks can come off the bench and give the same defensive rebounding that Kia Stokes gives. From an offensive
standpoint. They're two different players, though.
She could come out. She could come out and be the focal point for 10 to 15 minutes in your game to get you some points. You can count on her to score. You can count on her for them 10 to 15 minutes to be able to score and not mess up the game. Use it or don't. Are we gonna get into the breakdown? Because like. We could go back and forth about this. I'm never gonna get to a point where I'm like, oh, okay, I see your point. I don't.
Yeah, that's why I said get into the breakdown.
I don't agree. So start breaking her down. Who is she?
Again, you got to get to the other slide.
Let's go. Start. You know what I'm saying? Run with it. Let's go. Let's go.
Again, Audi Crooks is a tweener where you don't really know where she's actually going to be her best at the next level, because at both positions there's limitations and there's great things. It's going to be dependent on what kind of front court do that team has. If that team is going to be a big front court, then she's your 5, right? Because probably your other player is going to be more probably agile, being able to switch on pick and rolls. In college, it's a little more simpler because a lot of 4s don't really shoot. But at the next level, your 3s and 4s are stretch 3s and 4s outside of like a few that shoot in the mid range. But I mean, even like the Fees, even like the Angel Reeses, they're trying to extend their game out to the 3-point line. Both of them took more 3s last season than they took the prior year. So again, that forward position, you're going to have to be able to guard on the perimeter, and that's one of her weak points in her game. But as far as the offensive end, she can play either position. She can play your 4 or your 5 because she has a great elbow shot, great footwork, great post presence, understanding how to seal quickly. She does run the floor well for her size. She has great or above average footwork. Her motor, we don't know, but again, talented player, All-American, Big 12. I mean, this year she's probably going to be first or second team if her scoring keeps. Her, the Joyce Edwards, and a few Sarah Strongs, they're going to be battling for those front court positions. So, I mean, she got a chance to be first, second team, depending on how Iowa State seasons finishes and where her numbers look like come tournament time. I mean, Rebounding could be a little better. But again, they don't really have a lot of good perimeter defense. So her rebounding numbers could be skewed, right? By teams getting up successful shots. Teams do shoot great against them. Their team shooting percentage over the last 2 years has been horrible. So that can affect rebound numbers as well when your perimeter defense isn't that good. Free throw percentage, I do for her type of play style, she got to get her free throw percentage up more. Because I mean, she's back to the basket. She isn't on the perimeter a lot. So free throw percentage does need to get up a little more, especially at the next level. You think about a team pulling out a hack a shack on her. I mean, it could work, right? When their team got momentum. So that's gonna be one of the things that she got to work on throughout the rest of this season, going into the offseason. Because you can't be at that position at the next level and not be able to hit free throws at a consistent level, especially in the fourth quarter. Can she be on the court in the fourth quarter when it's 3 minutes left and the team's in the bonus? That's going to be a question mark.
See, will she be on the floor in the fourth quarter? Because she can only give you 20 minutes a game, and that was my point. For her to get to the next level and even have her game translate, Audi has to get to a point where she's healthy enough to play basketball at a professional level. That's not body shaming. That's the truth. Can your heart take it? Can your knees take it? You got to lock in and get to a point. And I'm not saying that Audi's finna come back and be super slim. What is healthy for you? What is healthy for your body type and what's going on with you? You got to get serious about that. So for me, that's I want to see the investment back into her as an athlete. You know what I mean? What does that look like? I guess I don't know if that look like getting a chef in college. I don't know if they can get a chef in college. Well, I guess they can. They got NIL money. I guess you can spend your money how you want to. But it's that's the lock in that I want to see from Audi. It's not does she have the game? That's the lock in I want to see from her for the rest of this season and for the rest of college. That's where I'm at with her.
And I don't know what her leadership skills look like. She doesn't talk much on the bench. I don't see her directing traffic a lot for other players. So that's another area.
Hopefully Jada helps with that. Hopefully Jada helps with that. I forget who they guard, who they point. I think they had a different point guard last year. I want to say she I don't know if she transferred or graduated, but maybe Jada helps her with that. How much do you expect Jada to help with Audi's game this season?
I mean, what I think against Valpo, I think Jay Will had 10 assists, huh? She had double-digit assists. So I mean, she's a great pace setter. She doesn't shoot too much. I mean, she can't hit the three, which helps Audi Crooks, right? You spread the floor, your facilitator is able to shoot. It kind of helps her. Now I need to see her run pick and roll more. I think that's something her and Audi Crooks can get better at. Get Audi Crooks some more movement shots, instead of everything kind of being like back to the basket, use your footwork, get early positioning and seal. Get her in pick and roll a little more, a little pick and pop. Give teams different looks for Audi Crooks. As a point guard, Jay Will got to get better at that. But she's solid. She can help get the ball to her quick. She runs the floor very well off of rebounds. She needs to get her rebounding up because she can help Audi Crooks get quicker shots.
Oh, Jada needs to get her rebounding up. You want to see her crashing the boards?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jay Will. She need to get her rebounding up.
Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we got. 6'3", 6'5" wingspan. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Good mobility. You talked about that. Weak first step. What did she do about that?
Again, instead of having those ISOs, her and Jay Will, get more in those pick and rolls. Jay Will hitting her on those corner pocket shots off the baseline, getting her on some off ball screens. Send your other front court player down there to set a back screen for Audi Crooks. Get her better face up game. Her face up game is weak because you need to have a first step to have a great face up game. She has good footwork though, so it helps. But she's not going to beat anybody off the dribble unless it's with her size. She kind of plays bully ball once she gets below the free throw line, so that helps her. But as far as blowing by people at the next level, she's going to have to create space on some shots. So she's going to have to work on that a little bit. You know, it starts with the conditioning, perhaps losing a couple more pounds. I know I don't know about this year, but I know from her freshman year to sophomore year, I think she had dropped some weight. So, I mean, just continuing to get better at conditioning. You don't got to slim all the way down to help with lateral quickness, but you get a little better conditioning, run a little more lateral drills here and there, work on your leg.
Not hearing that. Not yet. Yeah. Got to get consistent with it, I think. And I think it's been too much here and there. You understand? That's why I think I want to see the consistency in that.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the non-negotiables, because you talked about her as a tweener. So let's talk about the non-negotiable distance for her jump shot development. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's the benchmark that she has to hit to be really considered viable as a WNBA? I'm not even gonna say starter, right? Consistent player coming off the bench. Is she got to hit 35% for 15 feet? Is she got to be able to attempt 2 threes per 40? Like, what is it that is gonna say, okay, yeah, she shows, you know, in this tweener kind of, I don't, in this tweener situation, that she's viable at that role, right? Like, what is it?
It's gonna, it says honestly, it's gonna be about right conditioning, because you're playing limited minutes, so you want to have impact in limited minutes, whether it be offensively or defensively. That's why your bench is really, like, it says you ball before, you know this, like, your starters are going to be your starters, right? We're going to come in, we got the game plan down, we're the most talented on the team, right? But your bench is really your energy. Your bench really is your change of pace kind of players, like, and they do it in limited minutes. That's why they have to have specific skill sets. She's going to have, I don't think it's going to be come down to her hitting 3-point shots or taking them. I think it's going to come down to what kind of impact she has in the mid range, because she won't be able to, or coming off the bench, all of that back to the basket won't work. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not with the starting unit where you got all the talent around you. Like, she gonna have to find ways of scoring bunches and score quickly, because that's probably going to be her impact at the next level, her scoring ability. It won't be defensively. It won't be rim protecting.
Or not, because that was the next question, right? With the defensive liabilities, what is the offensive scheme that she would have to be in at the WNBA level? Is it a motion? Is it triangle? Is it post up heavy? Because you got to be able to minimize the defensive liabilities and maximize her 60% plus field goal efficiency, right? You said she ain't even shooting free throws that good, so it's scoring in bunches. This is her specialty, scoring in bunches.
Well, high low offensively is probably going to be something that can help her at the next level, get quick shots, high low, spread the floor, put a shooter in each sharp corner. But on the opposite end, a motion offense will hurt her, because now she's probably going to be in some switches.
That's what I'm asking you.
Some pin down pick and rolls.
Yeah, so what is that? What is that that's best for her? Is post up heavy then, right?
Yeah, high low, so post up.
She need a mid range and a hook shot. Okay.
I don't think she needs a hook shot. Just get a nice little floater, touch off the ball, front of the rim, and get some pick and roll. Like, because she doesn't have that quick first step and she can't blow by people, the pick and roll will help her. So she needs to start working on that with Jay Will right now, right? Getting in that pick and roll going. Get that pick and roll going for some quick pick pops. You know, because she got a nice little touch on the ball, even though she doesn't shoot threes. Cess, if you watch her shoot, she got nice
hands around the basket. Great hands around the basket, man. Great touch around the basket, all that. I give her that. That's why I say in bunches. But the fact that it's, you know, 3.5 to 4 minutes, you know, max, and then I gotta sit you down. They didn't have enough last year to keep it going when she went out. What do you do about that?
I mean, at the next level, she again. her probably most successful team is going to be a team that has agile bigs, where she's the only one that's kind of back to the basket. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I'm sorry. I meant because she's only showing that time right now, only being able to play that time. What does she do about that for these next 2 years to get the scouts to buy in it that she can be impactful at the next level? Does
Get
she need
more
to show
pick
the
and
people
pop.
4 minutes,
Get more
5
pick and
minutes?
pop instead of back to the basket, because at the next level they want to play fast, right? So I know she's the focal point at Iowa in this high low back to the basket system, but
Mhm.
they're gonna have to get her off the ball, moving a little more instead of just sealing. Like right now, she just seals all game long. There isn't a lot of movement for her off the ball. Send her on some
Okay.
pin down screens, some pick and pops, get her moving. And I think it's a give and take because the coach probably want to conserve her energy, but that doesn't benefit her at the next level of what scouts want to see from her, right? So the coach is going to have to decide, do I want to win this game or do I
Hold
want
on.
to showcase other things that she's able to do at the next level?
Hold on.
That's how they're
Hold,
going to have to balance out the next 2
hold,
years.
hold on. I need some clarity right here. I need some clarification. Because you said you don't know if the coach is trying to conserve her energy. What do you mean by
Yeah.
that? What
Because
energy?
when you do a lot of pick and roll, pick and pop, it's a lot of movement. You're coming off 2 to 3 screens that wears you down throughout a game. So I mean, like I said, she hasn't played more than 29 minutes per game yet in her career.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's with no, you know, screen and rolls, no pick and pops, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, do you think that there's energy still left conserved after the 29 minutes she played? You think it's still 7-8 minutes left in there that we
No,
haven't
I,
tapped
I don't.
into, or
It's
does she
hard to
need
say
to
because I
build
don't
up?
know her conditioning, and nobody on that coaching staff is saying she's not conditioned. So it's
Well,
really hard to know.
I don't think they would come out in public and say she's
That's what
not
I'm saying.
conditioned.
Like there's
They
there's
would
been
have
no
a
inkling.
conversation with her, right?
You know, like
Yeah.
even though they now might not say it in public, says you already know. Sometimes you might hear something come out the locker room. Audi
Yeah,
Crooks
I mean, you
ain't
can
been
hear it
working
come out
out
the
with the
locker room.
team.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I like is that I haven't heard that about her. What I
Yeah, so
like
that's
is
what I'm
that
saying.
I
Like
believe that
you
they're
don't really
handling
know.
it I believe that they're handling it in a responsible way. But like part of it is like you talked about, like we talked about, what the team pours into the player, but also like what does the player do too, right? And so now I want to see I want to see Audi be accountable, and show up in shape. And that, again, I can't put a number on what that looks like because she would, to me, it's important for her to work with a doctor and her support team to figure out what that is for her body type and where she's at health wise, right? And get to that.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I said,
that's
for
what I
me,
think
it's not really about like, yes, she can get in better shape, like physically, right? From what we can see, right, from the TV screen. But for me, it's more about how conditioned she is. And I haven't seen the coach push her. So I don't know how conditioned she actually is.
So let me ask this, because I keep saying you hear that you haven't seen the coach push her. I don't think I've seen the coach push anybody on the team, right? I don't. The coach on this team is a totally different conversation, and maybe we would have that at another time because I think that that's another potential issue here. I think that a new coaching could shed some new light on Iowa State and light a fire under the talent that they have there and have it going a different way. That's just my opinion, but we talking Audi. So in fairness, I don't think that I see the coach push anybody. So I thought that maybe having like a Jada come in there over the summer would light a fire, or bring some new stuff from, where Jada had been. So that's what I want to see. And I see them in the chat
But I,
talking
but
about.
I, but
I
I
got you.
mean,
Go ahead.
but I mean, Cess, because Brown and Jay will play heavy minutes.
Zoe, Brown and Jay Will are in different physical condition, I believe.
But I'm just saying the coach pushes them like, hey, we need you out here. Like
Oh, I'm sorry. When I say don't push them, I mean push them as far as like conditioning in the off season. Push them. I mean in that mode is what I'm talking about. Um, I mean you only gonna get the minutes that you're gonna get out of her. You understand what I'm saying? I think at a certain point, Audi becomes really even more of a liability on the court if she can't get back down the floor. I mean, I'm just keeping it, think about it, right? Like they get to run in and Audi can't get back down the court, or she walking back. I got to get you off the floor then.
But Cess, Cess, we had to start the show, we had a 10-15 minute disagreement about where Audi Crooks fits at the next level. But if I was to write down everything you've described about Audi Crooks since that moment, you're literally agreeing with me, but in a different way. The reason what you're saying is why I say there's no in between, because guess what, Cess? If you think she's a sixth woman, if you think she comes off the bench and spurt, that tells me she hasn't been conditioned. That tells me she hasn't got in shape in college. That's a failure.
Here's the thing. I've never said that I thought Audi Crooks was a sixth woman coming off the bench. I never said that. What I said was I wasn't ready to put that jacket on this kid, because this kid still has 2 seasons left in college basketball. I don't know who she's going to be at the end of these 2 years. What I want to see from her right now are these things getting in check so that the game that she has, she's physically able to play at the next level. That's what I'm saying about this kid. I'm not at this point in her career, starting her junior year, am I ready to be like, yeah, man, she can't play at the Dub. It ain't going to work. I ain't ready to say that. That's what I'm saying about Audi Crooks. Audi Crooks still has 2 seasons to figure out who the hell are you going to be. Are you going to get to work and be accountable about who you want to be? Because what your skill set says you can be with 43 minutes and 20 minutes, with 43 points in 20 minutes says, hell yeah, you got a game that plays at the next level. But are you in physical shape? Are you mentally tough enough? And are you really dedicated enough to be able to get yourself to where you have to be able to do that consistently at the next level? Whether that's not reality though, wherever. It is reality.
Says she's in her junior year. Says come on, man. Says she's in her junior year. The Audi Crooks you see now, there ain't no changing that. We don't. College players don't change like that. That's not how this works.
Here's the thing, and the reason I can't say that is because Raven went from 30 pounds overweight to in the best shape of her life.
But no, Says you're not understanding. But Says that's contradicting the point, though. Says Raven Johnson. Style, what Raven Johnson is great at and what she's not great at.
What I'm talking about
still not prevalent today.
Nah, because you still talking about play style. I'm talking about mindset. I'm talking about
at the next level. It's only play style.
But you're still talking about the next level. I'm talking about what she needs to do to even show that she's ready to go there. That's what I'm talking about.
Her play style says what she needs to do right now is change her play style. If her play style doesn't change and she doesn't get in better shape, she's not a tweener.
Here's the thing. If that's part of what she needs to work at, then add it to the list. Whatever it is she needs to work on those things if you're going to the next level. Get accountable about what you have to do to be able to go there. But I'm not going to tell you now that at this point, 24 months out, that you can't. I'm not gonna never do that to a young person. You can do whatever. You can
That's not how basketball works.
So we still okay. Okay. Here's the thing. You've
been watching basketball too long. The Asia Wilson you seen her freshman season is the same Asia Wilson you seen her senior season.
No, it wasn't. And Asia's not the same every season because Asia continues to work and get better and develop her game. Something comes back different about her game every year. So we're not going to do that. Do you want
her game? Listen to what you're saying. Her game. Audi Crooks has a specific game.
All Audi has to do is continue to add to her game. Asia had a specific game until she added other things to it. Everybody only had so many tools in their box until they added.
Everybody only has one game. You can
add your
shooting percentage. Are taking more of,
bro. You can add to your game. You can add to your game.
Add what?
You can add to your game, bro. Some people we have players that start off being slashers to the basket, mad dunkers until their knees go out, and then they turn into what? Turn around jump shooters because they added.
They was already doing that. They were already doing that.
Audi has enough in her bag that if she gets in shape and continues to add to her game, she can play at the next level. Unless we're finna get to the end of this and you tell me she's an F and she ain't going to the WNBA, what we talking about?
Every basketball player has a skill
Here's the
set
thing.
and a
This
play
is my
style
question. This is my
that
question.
makes them who
Okay,
they
This is my
are.
question. This is my question. Because right now you're telling me that she can't go to the WNBA. She don't have that game. So my
That's
question
not what
to
I'm
you,
telling you.
here,
What I'm telling you
what you
is
saying?
either Audi Crooks is a focal point or she's not gonna make it. That's what I'm telling you.
Where me and you disagree is I'm saying that she can have runs in the game where she's the focal point coming off the bench and be helpful for a team. You saying that she can't? We can go back and forth. If she gets to the WNBA and never becomes
She
anything,
can't,
I'm happy to.
Seth,
Here's the thing, Zoe. In 2 years, if she
because the
doesn't get to the
players off the bench are not gonna wait for her to set up.
Zoe, here's the thing. In 2 years, if she's not, I'm happy to pull back up and say that she didn't do it. At the end of this analysis, what is your analysis of her? She can't go to the WNBA because the players ain't gonna wait on her. She don't have a game. What is your analysis of her? Does Audi go
My
to the
analysis
dub or not?
my analysis
What
of
is it?
her is she needs to be a focal point scorer. That's why a team drafts her to be they don't draft her to come off the bench. They draft her to be a focal point scorer.
Okay, so then you got Audi being a starter in the dub.
Yes, that's the only. Yeah, she's
Okay,
6'3". She's not like Pelly. Pelly is undersized.
So you see her being a starter in the dub. Okay, great.
Yeah, she can be a 4.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. As I said from the gate, I didn't say that she was a starter off the bench. Nothing. I don't know. Don't know. All I said is that she has a game that plays at the next level. Then you was like, nah, she can't. Because she got to be the focal point. To me, she could come in and have all the time. To me, that's how I feel.
But that's not what I said, Cess. I specifically said either she's a high caliber focal point or she's going to struggle to stay in the league because the bench players, they score in spurts and bursts. They change the pace. She won't fit with the role players coming off the bench because she doesn't play that style of basketball. And her greatness, the greatness about her, you can't change a person's play style. All you can do is add to a specific skill set. You can't change. Play style and a skill set is two different things.
Oh, okay, so I don't even know what your point is yet. What is it?
I just told you she doesn't have a play style that fits the role players. She has a focal point of an offense play style.
Okay, and so I disagree. And so now where are we at? I think that she can if she gets to the point where she shows herself as a starter at the end of her college career, she can go be a starter. If she doesn't, I think that she can work her way into a great asset off the bench. That's my opinion. Where does that leave us in the assessment of her?
High IQ basketball player, she doesn't even average 1-3 a game, so there's no real data or tape on her being willing to take a 3-point shot. I mean, I think this season I don't even think she's attempted a 3-point shot yet this season. I mean, her shooting is still a question mark because what's her willingness to take that when the paint again in the tournament? That's why her team struggles in the tournament, because she's the focal point all season long, and now your team has to switch to a different quick pace perimeter oriented team, and Iowa doesn't recruit a lot of good shooters. I mean, that's the conundrum with Iowa State. They don't have a lot of good 3-point shooters, and they don't have a lot of good ISO scorers, and they depend on Audi Crook to create and get their offense going. And when teams pack the paint on Audi Crooks, she's unwilling to take more jump shots, miss or make. I mean, she doesn't have she doesn't have and it's weird. Audi Crooks does not have she does not have like a go-getter mentality to say she scores that many points. She's a very weird player to really analyze.
You know what I think about Audi? Audi should have gotten the portal, like I said. That's what I think. I think Iowa State is the wrong school for her. That's just what I think. I think that she'd have been better suited at a different type of school with a different type of program. I don't know. I don't know about her becoming a 3-point shooter. I don't. I'm trying to think.
No, she again, man. She doesn't even. Again, that's why I say like the data for her 3-point shooting. I have no. I'm not 100% sure either way that she can or can't. That's why I specifically said I don't really have true analysis on her 3-point shooting or her ability to willingly even take a mid-range shot consistently because she doesn't do it. Again, it's hard to tell. Is it the offense? Is it what a coach has her on the floor? Is it the players around her? Not ability to spread the floor because they're not great shooters or ISO scorers where defenders got to stick to them. When Audi Crooks get the ball, all 5 players rotate towards her. So it's really hard to say, is she not taking them because she can't be in that area of the floor because there's no other post player on the team? Like, it's really hard to say. Like, her shooting is...
If you were coaching Audi Crooks, how would you coach her?
I need her in pick and roll.
Let's say she sit down with you, coach, and she say, Coach, you know what? I still really want to get to the dub. How do I get there? What do you tell Audi?
Let's map out every game for you. Let's get with the player personnel department. Let's get with whoever the main facilitator on the team is before every game, and let's map out every game. 25% of the game, you'll be here.
Break that down.
25% of the game, this is the plays we're going to run to get you these shots. 25% of the game, these are the plays we're going to run to get you these shots or get you moving. Like, you got to map out. If that coach is dedicated on Audi Crooks becoming a good player at the next level, you got to start mapping her games out because her offense is so limited. So again, you got to kind of handicap her game a little bit for the next level to showcase those skill set and get her comfortable because she's played one way her entire career. No matter what it says. Let's say she goes to Minnesota. Let's say she goes to Minnesota. Let's say she was on Minnesota last year. Let's do an experiment right quick. Let me ask you this. Do you think Nafisa Collier is waiting for her to come down court for the Nafisa to score?
Minnesota ain't a good team for me to talk about. I couldn't say. I mean, they didn't use Peely. I'm not.
Exactly. You think Heidemann is going? Heidemann is going to rush the ball before the rebound.
Here's the thing, though. I also am not a person that says there's not a place for Alyssa Peely in this league. So I'm not.
I think Alyssa Peely is more fluent than she is offensively.
So I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say that for you. That's not. I wouldn't tell you that I really have an analysis for you like that because I haven't looked at Minnesota like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think Alyssa Peely fits in more systems. I think people look at their weight. People got to remember Alyssa Peely isn't as tall as her. I think Alyssa Peely fits in more systems at the next level than she does because Alyssa Peely is willing to take the 3 and she's willing to work more in the mid range. Alyssa Peely's best asset isn't her back to the basket. It's her moving off the ball. It's her catch and shoot ability. But people don't see that because why, Cess? Nobody's yet in the WNBA has made her a focal point of an offense that shows her actual skill set because she has a specific skill set. She needs a coach that trusts her.
I'm pretty clear about who Alyssa Peely is, and I think she's on a team with a coach that just coached her. So we'll see who she is next year.
Yeah.
Every player ain't for every coach. And just because a coach is a great coach, as far as people think,
exactly. That's why I say like both of them have to be their skill sets. So they have. I would hope
that Minnesota wouldn't even. I would hope that Minnesota wouldn't even draft her because you're not going to use her.
Definitely not.
So I'm over teams drafting players that they're not going to use just for the sake of drafting players.
Yeah, because that player right there on the board when they up the pick.
So there's that.
Yeah, but some of these WNBA teams got to realize if you draft a player and don't use them, knowing you don't have the means to use them, you're hurting their stock. See, some of these teams are looking at it like, oh, we drafted you high. No, sometimes you drafting that player, I don't care if they're a top 5 pick and you don't use them right, you're dimming down their stock around the league. Because guess what teams are going to say? She couldn't fit on that team, and that's a good team.
But, well, I don't take the WNBA draft seriously anyway. It's like a glorified fashion show. Everybody get your hair done, get a new outfit, come out. We're going to call your name, take some pictures. And you ain't got no job in 2 weeks anyway.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't matter. It doesn't hold as much weight as other leagues drafts, if that makes sense. So, that's it. I hate to say that about him, but that's the truth. But let's look at some of what Audi does. Let's look at some of Audi's game. What you got on the breakdown?
Again, she has elite footwork. Look at this seal, Cess. In the paint, up and under, spin left, floater, right-handed. Look at this seal. Spin inside, quick. She does well at not using a lot of movements. Like she knows, look, up and under, stutter step, step through, left hand layup. Like, look at these seals. Look at that. Look how she worked before the ball got there. I'll say this. A lot of WNBA players that want to play back to the basket need to find out who Audi Crooks trainer is and get with them. Because her footwork at that size and that ability to spin quick, not waste dribble. Look at this. She don't waste dribbles. She uses her upper body strength. She doesn't get too low. Look where the ball is when she shoots. It's never at her knees. It's always high. When she finishes, the ball is always high. So whoever trains her does it. Look at this, Cess. She never dribbles. Step through. Use your shoulder. Swing your elbow. Again, right here, up and under, stutter step through with the right hand. Like what she does on the court is so magnificent to say that teams know what she's gonna do. That's why it's a magnificent. Teams know what she's gonna do. Coaches game plan and know what she's capable of and where she wants to get the ball, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a job for her at the next level. I just do. I just hope that she gets in shape to be able to get the job. But let's talk about some of the other stuff. The defensive versatility. How does she improve her help defense, and how does she get in better positioning? The development of the perimeter skills, because that's some of that, like you said, is the lateral quickness.
Again, her defense is all about want to. I don't think Iowa pushes her to play defense. I don't think there's a leader on that team that gets on her for not helping.
Bingo!
I mean, her defenses want to.
Wait 1 second, right there. Wait 1 second, right there. Leadership. Is she a leader?
No.
Okay, so who is that? Is that hurting her development? Not having a leader on the team.
Yes and no. I mean, it would hurt her development if part of her development was winning
leader.
championships.
You just said leader, and I was like, damn, man, who is the leader? Who is it? Is it Audi? Is it Audi?
Audi is if Audi's their leader, it's only by example.
Is it by default then? Maybe, I don't know.
It's by default. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's by
or
default.
Is it
the
Jay
best
Will
scorer on the
now?
team?
Or is it Jay Will now, and then we'll see something? We'll see, a change of the team a little bit. Where they'll
I think throughout the season, Jay Will will. I think throughout the season, Jay will continue to take on some of the leadership throughout the season as the season goes on. Because again, to be the leader, the players got to trust you. I think throughout the season, her voice will become bigger and bigger. She's just that type of player. Okay.
So, and not so much a mentor, but a partner. I don't know, a co-captain. I don't know. I think that's kind of what Audi been missing. Somebody to hold her accountable at her level, right? Like the coach is only going to do so much, but I think that leader part. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think that leadership part, because there was no real senior leadership. I don't know. When was the last time Iowa State really had like a star or a player that caused as much attention as Audi? I don't remember.
Not really. I mean, they only got a few seniors on the team. I think they only got Sydney Harris, maybe, is the only senior on that team.
Even coming in as a freshman, I just can't think of, I think they had a point guard, but I want to say she was out for a while and came back. So I don't know. Iowa State is just weird, but let's keep going. Mobility development. You talked about the lateral quickness, better perimeter defense, switchability. How is she going to develop the switchability?
Got to get conditioned and mindset. I'm not gonna let you come off of this screen and shoot or drive again. That's why I see where her. That's why with her says, I want her to start working on pick and roll offensively, because I think if she does that, it'll help her get better defensively, because she knows what the player wants off of that pick and roll. Because that's how she's going to get exploited in the tournament. They're going to put her in pick and rolls.
So let me ask you this. Is Audi's problem she's always been the best person on her team?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. That's fair. So with more competition around her, maybe she plays different. Okay.
Yeah, I want somebody to push her for the best player on the team, just because I want to see if she can even be better than she actually is. I don't think she's been pushed by players on her teams.
So, okay, let me ask you this.
Whereas, like you got those teams where 5 games they the best player, next 5 games they got it, then next 5 games to go back to the other player. I don't think she's ever been on a team like that.
I can see that. So let me ask you this: beyond scoring, right? What is her highest projected offensive metric? Is it the offensive rebounding? Is it her assist rate? Her passing ability is pretty solid.
She could pass out of double teams pretty well. She can pass out of double teams pretty well. I mean, her rebounding is solid. 7 rebounds a game is solid. So I think her rebounding is her next best attribute. I think it would be rebounding and just size in the paint. I think just size in the paint is probably her next best attribute after scoring.
Okay, now you talked about her foot speed and all of that, right? And that's going to be necessary for the hedging and the switching against smaller guards at the next level.
Yeah.
Is the pathway for her to develop that, or is she going to be stuck strictly having to play in drop coverage situations?
Yeah, she's going to have to be in drop coverage.
So you don't even see a pathway to the foot speed necessary. Okay.
Nah, she I mean, she just don't have the body type.
Okay.
She look at all of your look at all of your heavier players around the league, Cess.
Yeah, I was just about to say, let's look at
it's just that's just always going to be a negative for her until she gets in better shape. You just don't have the body type to do that, because you got to be able to have a quick first step. You got to be able to slide your feet, get laterally, get horizontal, square your shoulders. She just don't have the body type to do that.
You don't see her being able to increase her lateral speed by 15%.
No, not unless she drop weight. Because again, you got lateral. Okay. People need to know lateral speed is side to side, not forward. That's horizontal.
Absolutely. Lateral, yeah, for sure. Side to side.
Yeah, side to side, that's a lot of weight going side to side.
Wait a minute, though. We keep saying conditioning. Conditioning has to mean drop weight.
Yeah.
Right. Here's the thing. None of this happens here. Let me be really clear. To me, none of this happens if she doesn't get into a WNBA condition, right? Just like I said, just like I had concerns about Olivia Miles' body at the WNBA level, I have the same concerns about Audi Crooks' body at the WNBA level. Just her ability to be able to move and be impactful, right? So none of this happens if she doesn't get conditioned. So if she drops the weight, then okay, we could see a 15% increase in lateral movement.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's 15%, Cess, because that's a lot. Maybe 5%.
Okay, 15%.
Like 15, because think about it, Cess. If you like 15% is a lot.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm just putting a number out there to try to put. I need to quantify.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, because in college, Cess, 2%, like as a point guard every year, my coach always wanted me to come back 2% faster from end to end. That's only like a step and a half. So like a 10% says that's Asia Wilson lateral movement.
Okay, so let's talk about the conditioning, because we're talking about a body transformation in a way, right? And when you talk about being able to do this healthy, because I'm not one of them, get your Ozempic and all of that. Get your ass in the gym. It's how I feel about it. Is this more of a 2-year transformation? Is it a 4-year process? Is it something that she could do over one season and make sure that she's still healthy? Just your opinion. We not doctors here.
At her position and size and what she's been successful at, that's a 4-year plan.
Okay, that's fair.
Because you can't get in shape during the season. That happens in the off season. She's going to at least need 3 to 4 off seasons to get peak condition.
Okay, to get peak, but she could be moving in that direction.
Yeah, so it'll probably take until, like, if she start, let's say says you were her strength and conditioning coach and you started training her right now, you wouldn't get her to a good place probably until her second year in the league.
Okay. But she would be seeing consistent improvement that teams could she would be
you would see if she locked in, you can notice it. You can notice it
Absolutely.
by how she's moving.
Okay.
And with her play, Cess, I'll say this, it's very weird. With her type of play style, you don't want her to lose too much weight, because she plays like a bruiser. Like, she kind of got that Breon Jones, like we'll talk about it later. She got that heavy set play style, So you don't want her to look like
you don't want to take away her game.
Yeah, you don't want to, because that's going to take away from what she's great at. Her footwork works because she always got a 5 on her. You get what I'm saying? Because of her size. So like
saying that's going to change it at the dub level because she's a tweener. It won't be a 5 on you. It's going to be a 4, maybe a 3. Right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Now it's gonna probably be 5'4" because she's 6'3".
Okay.
So she's gonna always be in that front court. A front court player is gonna probably always be guarding her, unless it's like a late switch where you get a 3, but then she can overpower that 3, right? Depending on what she is on the court. If that 3 catches her on the perimeter, they got the advantage. But if they catch her in the post, then she got an advantage because she has professional level footwork.
Absolutely. Hey, Twinkle Toes. You hear me? Twinkle Toes. Man, listen, she got the footwork. I can't argue with that. This is why I'm so keen on her getting conditioned to be able to play. I want to see her play. She has a game, she has a vibe, she has a brand that the league needs. Let's see.
Again, Cess, before we finish with this slide, people got to remember, Cess, she has to be able to score on one end and hurry up back to the other end and guard Asia Wilson. Hurry up back to the other end and guard Angel Reese. Hurry up back to the other end and guard Alyssa Thomas. Hurry back up to the other end and guard Jaquel Jones. You see what I'm saying? Guard Camilla. Like, she got to be able to run in college, she can get away with that little jog back and let somebody else pick your player up. And at the WNBA, she's not going to be able to get away with that. Know why? Because the WNBA professional sports run sets. Watching from a TV screen, y'all might not realize it, but they run sets where they hedge a certain way. So in college, she's able to get away with it because it's kind of man to man. You just pick up the first man down the floor. In professional sports, even when I went overseas, you run sets. There's defensive sets that you run where you're trying to force them to shoot on one side of the floor or keep everything above the 3-point line. Like, there's sets. So she gonna have to be able to get back on defense and get within the set. There ain't no man to man. A woman to woman. That's not how professional basketball works.
Oh yeah, no. Plus, I mean, they'll pick on her anyway.
Yeah,
they'll pick on. They'll pick on that.
Whoever the big is, if I'm the coach, whoever the big is, and if she ain't in conditioning at the next level, Cess, whoever the big is, all I'm telling them is, I don't even need you to rebound. Look, you 2 rebound. I need my 3 and my 4 to rebound. I need my 5 to leak out. That's how you take advantage of her. It's not just half court. You take advantage of her throughout the game, offensively and defensively. My 5, box out or go. I don't need you to rebound because I need you to get down the court before Audi Crooks. I'm gonna make the coach take her out the game.
I mean, that should be everybody's game plan.
Yeah. So she got to find a way to balance that, and it starts with,
We
like
keep
you
talking
said,
about the conditioning.
that conditioning is going to be key.
But how critical is the injury mitigation for a player like that while she's trying to get in shape? Right, like how how do you balance that?
That's why I say they need to take it slow. Let it be a 4-year process, because getting in shape, it does take a lot of muscle tension and contusions. You are like, people got to realize,
break shit all the way down. And
getting in shape. When you're getting in shape, you're literally hurting your body. When you rebuild it with the nutrients and the rest. So every time she's working out, she's hurting her body. So throughout a season, it's hard to do that. That's when you'll get a lot of injuries. That's why throughout a season, you don't have as many practices as you have. That's why coaches don't run you a lot during the season, because when you're doing all of that, you're literally hurting their body. Their ligaments need time to heal. Games are strenuous. You're bumping knees, running. Every time you hit the floor, there's a contusion going on. So it's going to take 4 to 5 years for a elite peak Audi Crooks, because it's going to take heavy off-season conditioning.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Well, never mind. I'm not going to ask you this, because you probably, if you don't answer it within the slides, let's look at positioning real quick though. Let's look at that positioning.
Again, her positioning at the next level and throughout the rest of this season is going to be important to this team's success and her development. Look at her positioning. 1-2 dribbles, up and under, floater, right? And one. She has to be in position. If she's not in position, you won't get the best Audi Crooks. Look at all her passes. Look, she seals 2 feet in the paint and let her go to work because of her footwork. She needs a point guard that's going to always be looking for her quickly, because you don't want her waiting to get the ball because she doesn't move well. So that's why you got to find her early and often. That's why I say, with this skill set, unless she's a focal point at the next level, you won't get a good Audi Crooks because of her play style and her conditioning. If she's not your first option, you won't get the ball to her because she doesn't move well. You see, they come down court and she seals quickly. That's where she strives at. But at the next level and in the tournament, even if you watch last year, she wasn't able to get that second move off because she doesn't move well. So she's going to have to continue to get in conditioning and not be a first option every play in the tournament. Sometimes she needs to be the second option on a play if her team is going to make it anywhere. She can't be the first option every play, because if she's not the first option, she just phases out of the offense.
I mean, listen, yeah, she's not a hacker. She don't get in a lot of foul trouble that I know of. Let's break down the skill sets. I see a lot of. I haven't seen the skill set breakdown like this. I haven't seen grades like this. But you came back. You ain't grading on the curve no more, huh, teach? You ain't grading. El professor is not grading on the curve no more. My goodness. Okay, well, break it down. Let me know what happened. Sheesh. Let's go.
Ball handling skills, good for her size, but she still needs to develop, because again, Cess, that first step, she got to have great ball handling skills. If she doesn't have a good first step, right, she got to be able to get a defender to move. So maybe her handles can help with that, being that her first step is so slow. So her ball handling has to get better. She doesn't dribble a lot. She might take 1 to 2 dribbles.
Okay, let me talk about. Are you talking about like Audi off the dribble?
No, like coming off a pick and roll, even when her back to the basket, off that second move. I watch clips of that second move. She gets stuck sometime. After the first 2 dribbles, she'll get stuck. Like, her footwork is there, but her ball handling in the post needs to get a little better, because she'll get stuck. She picks up her dribble too early sometimes, because she doesn't want to really dribble, even in the post. Even though in the post is really only supposed to be 1-2 dribble, but sometimes you got to be able to dribble out the post. You know what I'm saying? Dribble out the post. Passing C+, great out the post passer. Shooting B-. She is getting better. She shoots better around the free throw line. Beyond that, she doesn't shoot. So I only like the grade. My skill set grades are only off of what I'm grading them off of what they do, not what they're capable of or what others do. That makes sense. Like, I'm not grading her as a 3-point shooter. That makes sense, Cess?
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're saying 3-level scorer, I would put her at a D. If we were saying 3-level scorer, but for how she scores, I mean, 43 points in 20 minutes.
El Professor.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
what I'm saying. But the passing, though, El Professor. Look,
her passing C+.
B, at least a B. At least a B.
Nah, professors. Because she doesn't pass enough off of her shot attempts. It's only off of double teams. Like, she doesn't pass off of creating shots for others. So that's why it's so low. You know, like, she don't draw.
See that part right there. Okay, now this is okay. Let me say this. Okay, let me see what you say. Okay, because you say good vision from the post. Okay, so to me, what you just said about not passing, not making good passes out the double, to me, that's not knowing when to pass. That's basketball IQ. Her actual passing, when she makes the pass, to me, is she makes good passes. That's what I'm saying. Is a B. Does she know when to pass?
No, because I don't think she fits. I don't think she fits balls into tight windows when players are cutting. I don't think she does that.
Okay. Oh! I didn't say she was threading no needles, Coach. I said,
but C+ is actually generous.
Come on, come on. You act like she gotta have Patty Mahomes out there. Come on.
No. Because again, C+. That's actually generous. I was about to put a C-.
Generous. Oh,
C+. Audi Crooks only averages 2 assists a game.
I just said the quality of pass. We didn't say assist passes.
She don't have no high quality passes.
Good passes. I didn't say that she was the point guard out there. I didn't say that she was out there with behind the back pass. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that when she does make a pass, it's a good over the head pass. It's a good bounce pass. It's a good chest pass. That's it. She's about to be there for me. You like, oh no, she ain't. Oh my gosh. You like, she is not threading the needle. She is not knocking down the cones.
I'm being generous by giving her a C+.
Jeez. Hey, listen. Hey, you ain't messing around. This go around. I don't know if it's gonna be no. Hey, go ahead. So sorry, Audi. I should have had you. We should have did you last month because he done came back. Somebody new. My goodness, come on here, man. This the same kid that just had 43 last night. Go ahead. Jeez.
Oh,
come on, man. What else?
Her athleticism, I'm grading her on a curve for her size, the condition that she's in, her foot speed. Her athleticism is okay for her size. Like how do I put this? To say she's that heavy, she doesn't, when she has the ball in her hand, she doesn't move heavy. She got great footwork. She isn't slow-footed. Yeah, she's not going to beat you down the court. Yeah, she's going to be out of breath. But how she uses her athleticism when it comes to her scoring and her post presence is pretty good. It's pretty good if you watch the film. It's pretty good. Again, I'm not grading her athleticism like I would a Tadaya Latson or something like that.
Hey, go say she out here throwing the ball off the backboard. Get your passing up, girl. Come on. Okay. We talked about the defense. What else? Basketball IQ. Okay. B+. Smart player, good positioning. All right. WNBA player comparisons. Oh, this is the shortest WNBA player comparison chart you had. Come on.
I want to be realistic to Audi Crooks and where she's at offensively in her first 2 years in college. And Breon Jones, I want to be fair to the players that are in the league and their skills. She scores. The only person, best case scenario in playing style in the WNBA is Breon Jones. Everybody else kind of wants to move off the ball. Like you got a Sibley out of New York. She kind of plays a little more better off the ball. And that's being generous, Cess. Brian Jones is being generous because at least Brian will take a 3-point shot. So that's being. I think their rebounding is complementary. Their back to the basket game, their footwork is complementary. Like, yeah. Because there's nobody in the WNBA that really exactly plays Audi Crooks' game. Nobody in the WNBA really plays back to the basket like that. Even Camilla isn't a jump shooter. She don't take threes like that, but she runs the floor. Like Audi Crooks doesn't run the floor like a Camilla, so she don't really have her game. And I think Camilla has a better floater than Audi Crooks has. Audi Crooks has better footwork than Camilla. So, like, I mean, there ain't really a big that she really compliments.
Okay.
And I see people in the side chain, AB's a better passer. AB's a better mid-range opportunist. And AB will shoot the conventional 3-point shot if a team is forcing her to. And I think AB runs the floor a little better. So yeah, I don't think her and AB have the same game.
AB play defense too. AB
and on the other end, AB is a better defender.
AB in a lot better shape. It's different.
Yeah. I mean, if you really watch Brian Jones play and not watch that, don't watch the highlights. Really go watch a Brian Jones game and then watch an Audi Crooks game, and you're gonna be like, okay, I see what Zoe's saying. They want to score the same. They both don't run the floor well. Their rebounding is basically the same.
Yeah, look at Brian Jones. Let's talk about, but Bree Jones maybe is not running the floor as well as she used to because of injuries, right? Like, man. All right, never mind.
Of course, we're not talking about prime. We're not talking about, post-injury. Look, this is for the new viewers who want to get an idea of how her play style could fit at the next level or going into March Madness, how her play style would probably be as best suited. It's kind of like in a Brian Jones kind of role where she's your low post focal point. She's not your offensive focal point, but she's your low post focal point. And that's kind of how Brianna Jones has been on every team she's been on. She's not your focal. She wasn't the focal point on Connecticut, right? It was AT and DeWanna Bonner, right? But when it came to we just need a bucket down low, we go to Brianna Jones. Same thing with Atlanta. Howard and Alicia is your focal points, right? The play goes through them. The ball goes through them. Jordan Canada, she got her spurts because she's the point guard, right? But when that team needed a low post bucket, when that team needed some inside presence, they didn't go to BG. They went to Brianna Jones.
Okay.
And I want to make sure I clarify what focal point is. I didn't say the number one option. I say she needs to be a focal point. What I just described is what I mean by a focal point. If you're not prioritizing Audi Crooks as your low post focal point of an offense, she's useless on your team because she brings nothing else. So even if she's coming off the bench, if she's not your low post focal point, what is she doing on the court? There's nothing else she does on the court.
I mean, I wouldn't put her out there for anything other than that, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so that's why I say, Cess, we keep coming to maybe we're explaining it two different ways, so our viewpoints are looking, but we keep coming to the same conclusion that if she's not a focal point of the role of the bench,
you can still be the person off the bench. You don't have to start to be that. But here's the thing.
But that's what I'm saying, Cess. If she's not the focal point on off your bench, then she's not just on the bench. Like even with the second unit, she gotta be the focal point.
Here's the other thing about me. I don't care about starting. Do you finish? I don't care about starting. If you want to,
I don't care about it either.
All that, I don't care about none of that. Do you get starter minutes? Do you have starter impact? Are you on the floor when it finished? That's more important to me than the starter part. So it may be a wash in that. As far as like what we saying, it may be a wash there, I think. But ceiling is a number 5 overall pick.
Hey, that's ceiling, Cess. That's the highest she could go. That's what your ceiling isn't where I think you're gonna go. Your ceiling is that she ain't going. Look, top 5 is, and that's being generous.
Your ceiling with this? Okay, come on.
That's being generous, Cess.
Come
top
on.
5. Maybe a team needs a big and they looking for a developmental big for the future. It could be because Minnesota was the best team in the league, and they probably gonna be picking number 2. So every year you're gonna have that one team in your top 5 that ain't really supposed to be there, and they can take a swing on a player like her because they got time for her to sit, get conditioned, because they might see some potential in her, right? So I'm holding out. That's what my ceiling is for her. That could happen,
I'm looking at this most likely. I'm waiting you to explain that most likely. Let's go.
Again, her floor early second. If she gets in, let's say, because the floor is, again, your ceiling is your best outcome. Your floor is your worst outcome. Again, let's say she regresses. She doesn't improve conditioning wise, and she kind of stays where she's at. She could end up being an early second round pick. I wouldn't have her like right now. I don't have her as a first round pick. Right now, I have her as an early second round pick in the 2027 class. But I do think
so most likely says mid first.
So I do think, again, she will continue to get in better shape. I do think, I got hope that she's going to continue to get in better shape. And I can see a team taking a flyer on her mid first, around like that 8-9, because again, 2020, again, I don't need Cess. And I want the chat to hear this, Cess. This is what draft class is she in?
The Ashland draft class.
The 2027, right?
The Ashland draft class, the Chloe draft class, the 2027.
But by then, how many WNBA teams you're going to have?
There isn't a team that comes in 27. So whatever we get in 26, and then we don't get teams again until 28, right?
But that's what I'm saying. 2027, all the teams that's supposed to be coming over the next year are going to be there already. Your Cleveland's going to be there, Portland, the Toronto, all those teams are going to be in place.
Cleveland's not there.
I thought Cleveland was 2027.
I don't believe anybody comes. Is it 27 nobody comes? 27 nobody comes. At 28 people come. 28, 29, 30 or something like that. 26 we get Portland. And
so Cleveland 3 years away?
Cleveland is not. Let me find out for you. I'll tell you. Keep going though. I get the actual dates for you.
But mid first, around that 8-9, because by then you're gonna have that damn near. By then you're gonna have damn near what? 17 teams? 17
Cleveland
teams?
doesn't come. No, you'll have 15 teams in 27. Nobody comes in 27. Cleveland comes in 28, Detroit in 29, Philadelphia in 30.
Damn, I don't got it in my first round.
Well, we got to update the screenshot then. We got to update the paperwork over here because it's
I don't got it as a first round pick then. I thought we had 18.
You gotta also think about the players that got hurt now that's gonna be in that 27 draft.
I know the Ashley Watkins and all of them, right? But I'm thinking that was gonna be.
I'm not even talking about. You thought it was gonna be? Oh nah. Wishful thinking. We wish. No,
damn, Audi.
But here's the other thing though too. Depending on if the CBA goes the way that it goes, is there even a season?
That too.
Right?
That too.
Right? So it's interesting.
Hey, I was going to look. I just got back from vacation. so I ain't been able to ask nobody about it. I was gonna hit you up about the Project B. I haven't really been informed about it and all of that. Whatever that is, it Project B?
It's Project B. Me and Political Lil just did a show on that yesterday. Project B is a
Yeah.
problem. It's not really a problem for the WNBA though, because Project B is planning to run outside of the WNBA schedule. Project B is more of a challenge to Unrivaled, AU, and everybody else. Project B
Okay,
offers
so Project B is
and
another
all the
off-season thing.
well, not if it's paying $2 million. See, people keep talking about these other leagues like they off season. Candace Parker told y'all the WNBA was her second job. The other places she played basketball paid her bills. If I'm making,
I'm talking about like interfering with the WNBA.
Oh yeah, no, it wouldn't, because it would run during Unrivaled and all that, like November to April or something crazy like that.
Okay.
So it wouldn't interfere with the W.
Okay. Got it.
It's interesting, but and then you look at the players that they've signed so far. Alyssa Thomas, Nneka Ogwumike, them the only two that I heard. It may be more. They say that they got people signing up. They was trying to say that it was Saudi back, but then the people came out and said they ain't got no Saudi money. They got a partnership with a Saudi event group, but they have a lot of partnerships or something. So I'm not sure. It's interesting to watch. I guess in one way it's like it's great that it's a lot of money out here for women's hoops. At the same time, I feel like it kind of sucks that none of this money is all coming together as a big pot of money to really have, what women's hoops could be. Because I think at some point, you're a businessman. At some point, it gets watered down and saturated, and there's too many little leagues with talent here and there that
yeah.
what I'm saying, that you don't really have a great product everywhere, right? So I would love to see some of these. Not people give up ownership, but just kind of expand their leagues and, fold into each other and figure out a way to keep the equity and the ownership fair among everybody. Because in a minute, man, I don't want us to get to a point where our top college talent is like, well, shoot, I'm going to go to Unrivaled and just be the big star there. Or I'm going to go to Upshot and just be the big shot. I'm going to be that's going to be my league. And where they're going to get leagues. I still want to see the best competition on the floor, night in and night out. And I don't want to have 19 screens up to see it at one time. So I ain't got, I'm running out of places to put screens now. You got a game on your phone, a game on all your computer screens, your TV, your other TV. You know what I mean? Like, let's get all the talent together and let's see what it is.
Nah, that's true. That's true. I'm actually interested.
And then it would be international too. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I'm actually interested to see like where it's gonna air at, what it looks like, how professional it looks, or does it just look like some backyard basketball at the little local gym? Like, I'm actually interested to see what it looks like professionally wise.
Yeah, I am too. I just hate that it takes basketball outside of the U.S. for those who can't travel outside the U.S. and want to be able to see some of the great talent. Because I think they said they're playing like Europe and Asia. Everybody's not able to be able to travel internationally. So, and then it seems counterproductive to why they started Unrivaled. They said they wanted Unrivaled so they didn't have to leave, but then everybody went to sign up to go international. So I don't know. It's some weirdness going on everywhere, but everybody got a price too, right? So
does that start this season?
I believe they are trying to start November 26th.
So AT won't be in Unrivaled,
which was interesting, right? Because she's an equity owner in Unrivaled. So I don't know. It's weird. It's 26, right, y'all, or 27? I think it's November 26th.
So they're about to be starting in a couple weeks.
November 26, November of 2026.
Yeah, man, that league gonna look like. Cess, you ever watch them old dudes?
No,
like
they got a year. They got a year. So they got a year. I'm saying November of 2026, not November 2026.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say about to start in 2 weeks. Man, they putting that together, man.
I forgot we was in November. My bad. No, November. You like November 26th? That's gonna be some bootleg shit. What they playing? No, November of 2026. My bad.
Hey, Cess. I was
worried. He was like,
That's gonna look like, you know, them little tournaments they be having on ESPN for like the old college players when they come back together. They do them little $1,000 tournaments.
Zoe thought it was gonna be on Baller TV. He was like, "Oh man, I gotta get one of them apps." Nah, I ain't saying that. My bad. And I appreciate Baller TV for what they do, but I understand what you're saying. He got nervous. Like, what? AT, what's he signing for that mess for? Oh, Robert, way better. No.
Hey, Cess, them games are gonna be on BT after dark.
Oh man, you went to looking around for your antenna. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Something getting lost in translation. I'm missing Zoe here. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, listen, $2 million plus you. What I don't understand is they calling you a partner and an owner. I want to understand what that means. If I'm an owner and a partner, and then a player, partner, owner, words matter. I wonder why they spell it out like that. I get the owner part, I get the player part. What is the partnership part? Because I wonder, does that mean that they're actually partnering with their brands, where they're, you know what I'm saying, you know, running stuff with the different collaborations that they have. So I'm really interested to see what that is.
See, this is what I don't like though, Cess.
What's that?
This is going to be the conundrum with the women basketball players and where they want to take their platforms. Do you want to build? They're going to eventually it's going to come to a crossroads, because the way things they're looking. So you mean to tell me if I could get together with some investment groups, start a league, and just match the salaries of these other leagues, I can get some of y'all? I don't want it to become this for hire. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I just was saying. It's, you know, everybody got a price, and then I'm gonna just go beat this my league. And could you see? I hate to use names. I don't want to use a real player name, right? But let's just say let's say a player coming out. You know what? I will use a name. Let's say you had a Paige Beckers type come out and say, you know what? I'm gonna pass on doing the WNBA. I'm gonna go be the face of the Upshot League because I'm everything there versus coming and competing here. And then instead of so now everybody's divided. Everybody's, everybody got a price. It's no competition. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I don't want to see. That's the challenge.
I don't want to get to 2029 and you got 10 different leagues.
But at the same time, here's the real challenge right here. This is the catch-22 that these women are in, right? Do I trust that the WNBA, who has not taken care of me for the last 28 years, 29 seasons now, is going to do the right thing in the CBA and just stay here and hold tight because they're going to pay us after Adam Silver already went on TV and said, we're not giving you any BRI. So don't even start with percentages. You might get a good raise, which to me kills the negotiation. Or do I say, man, you offering $2 million, you got $250,000. What you doing over here at the AU International? Let me see what you doing. And I need to sign up and take care of paying my bills right now, especially in this political time that we're in this political climate, right? In this state of the financial state that our economy is in right now. You have to go with what's going to be stabilizing for you for the next few years. If the WNBA is going to go to court and then we're not going to play basketball for 2 years, then what am I sitting around waiting for you? The WNBA, as we know it, could disappear, right? These teams that we talk about coming along in 28, 29, 30, that could maybe never come up. Because what if the talent walks away during the negotiation? If they get to a point where they have to break up the union and then people can just go do whatever they want, because when it's not a union no more, are they still collectively going to hold together for this league, or is everybody going to go for the money?
Right.
We're in a really, really interesting time right now. That's why we keep having these conversations. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just don't want these players to become players for hire. I don't want to be watching games that I'm not emotionally attached to. You
don't want to be watching the NBA.
My emotional attachment to these female athletes, the camaraderie, the collaborations that they have, the stuff they trying to do off the court, on the court, how they sticking together. I mean, they gotta do some real thinking and think, okay, if this league wants us, why not have a sit down with all of them, come together, and everybody invest their money into one of the leagues? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I
again,
said. I don't know why they haven't done it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like let's say Project B. Hey, Project B, we'll play in your name, right? We'll play in your name, right? We'll do that. We'll let you we'll let you be the focal point of our contract. But why not just invest in Unrivaled and turn it into 5-on-5?
I don't think. Well, I don't think the Unrivaled. I don't think the Unrivaled is even interested in doing business with the WNBA anymore. Like, they approached them initially, they said no. And then
But
the way
Project
that
B
this,
not with Project B not with the WNBA either, right?
no, I don't know who. Project B has some other investors. Project B is Candace Parker and some other people. I can't think of the names off the top of my head. And then you got Cheryl Miller with Upshot. And then I think you got Chris Webber and then with the WBL here with the Detroit Shock and the Cleveland Rocker
Yeah.
name in A League. You know, there's so many different leagues out here right now. And then there's other leagues that we still ain't even talking about. The AEB, the Atlanta Entertainment Basketball League. You got, and I put in Women's Basketball League, man. Do you know how many leagues came up? You know how many pro leagues came up? Wild.
Yeah. Oh, got a lot out there. It got a lot out there that's not on major name networks. It got a lot of them out there that they be showing on, like, because some of them be live on YouTube. They be looking like they
Yeah,
playing
a
AAU.
lot of them be live on YouTube.
They be playing in AAU gyms, man.
Exactly, high school gyms, whatever. But they got people coming out. This is how much of a commodity it is. And this is why we have to be able to protect it like this. I didn't mean to go all the way down this road about all of that. Let final grade. You gave her a B-. Okay, teach. Okay. She ain't gonna be on punishment for the summer. We appreciate that. And everything, because you great, tough. You said strengths, elite post, scoring, size, rebounding, footwork, concerns, perimeter shooting, free throws, mobility, elite post player, all-star potential. Talk me through that.
Again, she has great post scoring ability and size. She's actually okay to good rebounder to say she doesn't have good leaping ability, right? She uses her frame to rebound. Great footwork. That's her strength. Post scoring, size, rebounding, and footwork is her strengths. You can't take it away from her. That's something she can even use at the next level. Again, her concerns is we don't know if she is willing or she just can't shoot from outside the perimeter. It's yet to be determined. It's not 100% fact either way, whether she can or can't shoot, because we don't know if it's the coaching or her mindset. We really don't know. So that's going to be something that is a concern for scouts when they're looking at her game. Her mobility as well. How fast can she get up and down the court? Like you talked about earlier, Cess, when teams put her in pick and roll, is she going to be able to switch? Is she going to be able to hedge? Is she going to be able to even just defend for 0.3 seconds while the defender comes from over the top, right? Chasing a pick and roll. Like, can she do just the minimum on a pick and roll? Can she do the minimum guarding a fee driving baseline or Asia driving baseline? Just the minimum of just stand in front of them. You ain't got to lock them down. Just be able to slide your feet. That's a concern. Her free throw shooting is definitely a concern. I mean, 67% for her career. That's bad. Again, projection, elite post player. If she goes to a team that's going to have a focal point on her offensive post scoring, that's why it's potential. It is, in fact, it's projection and potential. And she does have all-star potential because of her scoring and her rebounding.
All right, we gonna find out. We gonna find out. Like I said, I want to see the kid at the next level. So I'm hoping that she locks in and does what she needs to do to get to the next level. But
She'll be
development,
all right.
development,
She'll be all right in
development.
college. She'll probably end up being a good college player. Or do you see her having a name at the next level?
Trick question. That's a trick question.
That's not a trick question. I'm just asking. Is she gonna
Well,
go down? Is she gonna be remembered as a good college player, or is she gonna have a name at the next level?
oh well. Listen, I think that if she does what she needs to do, she'll have a name at the next level.
Okay.
When I say trick question, I was thinking more about the fact that these kids are coming with these NIL deals and a brand already, and so she already has a name in a way, whether she's successful or not at the next level, which is crazy, right? They can take that platform and turn it into something else. So that's what I was saying when I was saying like trick question. But no, like I said, I think that Audi still has time to develop into who she's supposed to be. But I think that she has to lock in. She has to lock in and do some things. Like I said, I would have preferred her transferring out at the end of last season. But at this point,
I mean, Cess, she only has one more off season.
That's what I'm saying. At this point, it's up to Audi.
So that's why I say it's running out. She only has one more. You get in shape during the off season. She has one more off season.
So she has to be showing that, hey, I'm serious about this 4-year plan that she says she needs. That you said she needs to be on.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that she can show at this point if it's a 4-year plan. So that's where we're at with it. So at this point now, it's what you got to show us. It's on you, Audi. This is up to her, and that's the beautiful thing is because it's not like it's up to her and then like she doesn't have the resources or the support or the people around her to be able to do it. She has a team and NIL and all kind of stuff to be able to get on that path. So let's see the work.
Man, in college, you got the best chefs, man. You got the best programs. You got the best trainers, man. You got the best therapists, man. You got all of that, man. I
don't know what Iowa State's program looks like, right? I don't want to even act like I know what the resources are that Iowa State has, but I expect that they have pretty good resources. So I expect that she has access to the things that she needs to get on that path. So let's go, Audi. I'm rooting for you. This might be the lowest grade I've seen you give before, though. But I'm gonna go back and look. I'm gonna go back and take a look. This might be the lowest one you ever gave here, Professor. I'm gonna go back and take a look. This is hey, but I mean, great conversation. I think Jada being there is good. I hope Addie Brown is off of her sophomore slump and they lock in and make a run. They got some challenges though. I got an interesting one for it. Well, we're supposed to stay on our unrivaled height. So let me stay on unrivaled and give the next name. Let me see. Who do we pick? Lauren Betts.
Somebody I've been waiting to do.
Lauren Betts. I can't wait to hear this one. Lauren Betts.
I actually been waiting to do her.
Are you a Lauren Betts fan? Let's talk about it.
Oh, okay, I think she overrated.
All right. Well,
she another one they about to be mad at me about.
Oh goodness. Well, we probably shouldn't talk. Well, we'll wait for that one. Yeesh. We will. That's gonna be a spicy one because you already know where I'm at. I can't wait. I can't wait for this one. I can't wait. So yeah, Lauren Betts. Yeah, Lauren Betts. We owe Kai Copper. Are we here next Tuesday with Kai Copper? What do we look like?
Yeah. I think, yeah. I already got Kai Copper stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this one either.
Long
Woo,
Kai
I can't wait to
Copper.
hear this one. So, I'm not going to let you get out of here without asking about how you feeling about your team. What's going on? How you feeling? What y'all looking like?
I mean, this is the only thing you talking about LSU, right?
But of course, sir. Is there another team I don't know about? Let me know.
I don't know. Could be out there. This is the only thing
I'm
I
talking
don't
about,
like about LSU
I'm talking about,
so
do
far.
you have another team? I'm talking about your team. That's what I mean. Do you got another
Oh
team?
no,
I
you
don't
know I got
about?
Notre Dame. You know I'm a Hannah Hidalgo fan.
Oh, no. I wouldn't even ask about them. They got to show me still. I mean, Hannah's showing out, but I want to see the consistency around her to help. Now I'm talking about LSU. Strictly
Yeah, I'm a
LSU
Notre
right now.
Dame fan. You remember? That's why I like Jackie. I would say this, man. This is one thing. LSU is still a work in progress because they only got. This is one thing I'm mad about Kim about. You got 2 competent teams that you're playing for the rest of the year. Like LSU, in the rest of this year, well, on the schedule, even from the start of this year, because they ain't played nobody yet. Tulane and Duke. That's it. That are competent. Shout out to my Green Waves, man. Only lost 1 game so far, man. Shout out to my Green Waves.
Who would you like to see? Who would you have liked to see?
Man, look, man, put a UCLA on there early. Get that revenge back early. You just lost to get them on there early. They out of conference. Get them on there early.
Why y'all want to play Gino?
Put UConn on there early. Get some look, man. Like that's one thing I don't like, dog.
You okay? Okay, you okay with it? You okay with it? Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's fine.
Like I Duke and Tulane. That's it. Look, man, this is my thing about LSU. You cannot go into March Madness still using the word potential. I want to know who they are.
That's fair. That is a fair statement. I like that statement.
That's all.
What does it
you cannot have potential. Either you're good or you're not. Name a team. It says name a team that's done well in March Madness when all you have on them is potential. There ain't none. Even your Cinderella team. Even your Cinderella team says you already know if they're good or not. They're just an underdog, but you know if they're good or not.
LSU, I would say that, and I think that's why Kim won't change. Don't you think that's why Kim won't change her schedule? Cause she was successful with it. She like, I ain't got to change. I won with it. I won with my schedule like this. Kim already told you. All I got to do, give me back to the Final Four, man. I'll get you a chip. That's Kim's attitude. I think that may have been the worst thing that could have happened for Kim coming in that year. Was to win that thing like that. Because now I don't think that she changes. But what do you think? Did you think that did you feel like from a basketball perspective that LSU was a champion contender the year that they won the championship before they won it?
No, because I mean it was still coming together. They hadn't played together. It was that right there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we didn't know that they was that until they won it, right? You know what I'm saying? That's fair. So I would say them.
Yeah, I
don't think that Kim will move. I don't think that Kim changes. I would love for Kim to schedule different. I think her players would love for Kim to schedule different. Shoot, Blase talked about being bored with the schedule last year, playing the cupcake. So I don't see it changing while Kim is there though.
Gotta do better, man.
Okay.
Gotta do better, man. I don't know, man. I want to see them. I want to see them just looking at their schedule.
Give me 3 teams. Give me 3 teams you wanted to see LSU play in this non-conference. Give me 3 teams.
UCLA.
Okay.
Notre Dame.
Okay.
And I would say, and you said non-conference?
Yeah, just non-conference. We just talk because SEC is what it is. They're gonna play. They got to play everybody.
I would say Oklahoma. Not
Okay.
Oklahoma. Not Oklahoma.
No, Oklahoma's SEC.
No, I'm gonna take that back. I would say North Carolina State.
Okay. Now,
UCLA, Notre Dame, and North Carolina State.
Of those 3 teams, how many of those teams do you honestly think like y'all are ready to beat right now?
I think we can beat Notre Dame because they not deep. UCLA. I think UCLA is still better than us. And North Carolina State, if we can hit our shots, we beat them. So I would say in those 3 games, look, Cess, I would rather come out of March. I would rather go into 2026 with a 12-1 record versus a 13-0 record. Meaning, if we had UCLA, North Carolina, and Notre Dame on our schedule, and we went into next year with a 12-1 record, I would feel better about our schedule.
No. I just wanted to know how many of the teams you thought that they would beat. I'm not.
I would say we'll come out there 2-1. We'll come out there 2-1.
I think you could come out of there 2-1, but you should also easily come out of there 1-2. It just it depends. It depends. It depends on guard play, because NC State's bench. I don't know. We would have to see how them freshmen play against y'all freshmen. We would have to see that. But I mean, you don't have to be. I think that's what preseason, non-conference is for. It's not worrying about if you go undefeated. It's worrying about did you get your knife as sharp as you could get it for the fight. That's what it's supposed to be about.
So you can take out Notre Dame, right? Because Duke rated ahead of them. Duke is, I think, 15. So even if it was UCLA, Duke, who we playing in a couple weeks, and North Carolina State, I would have been good with that.
Okay, I would have been good with y'all playing Washington again too. Why y'all didn't put them back on y'all schedule?
Oh yeah, Washington, yeah.
I would have liked to see that again this year.
I mean, I get it. You want to get a local schools, the smaller schools, some bread.
You can give some of them. Give a few of them some every year, not all of them.
Come on, Kim. Come on, man.
4 of them out of 16, 25% of the schedule. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
This is my thing. See, this is my thing. I think, Cess, let me say this right quick, because I've been venting about this to my homeboys for a year now.
Go ahead.
Let me say this, man. Let me say this. All of you players out there that are getting these NIL deals, this is what I'm about to say is for you. All of you coaches out there that are bringing all of these players for hires to your team and still ducking smoke, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You players are getting paid millions of dollars, but don't want to play the best competition. You coaches are out here buying players, but don't want to play the best competition. You should be ashamed of yourselves. That's why I like the Dawn Staleys, the Genos, the Ivies. They get my respect because Ivy Neil Ivy ain't got no solid team, and she ain't ducking no smoke. They get my respect because they looking to put rated teams on
Well, I mean, Prince, what do they? You don't help your team by ducking the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, I feel like the players should be like, "Yo, come on, coach, put somebody on the schedule." Man, we trying to show who we is. I don't understand.
What am I paying you for? What says? What am I paying you for? To go beat up on some mid-level team?
Well, I guess it's to get to the final four, to get to the tournament. I guess
anybody to do that.
Well, there we go. Now we having a different conversation.
I'm just tired of this, man. I'm just tired of this. These players want all this money. I'm just tired of these coaches going to get all of these talented players, going to get these big threes, but don't want to play nobody. What you got the team? Why you wouldn't recruit these? Kim Mulkey got the #1 recruiting class. She wouldn't get the probably the #1 player on the market, but don't want to play nobody. What you wouldn't get her for? That's what makes me mad.
Okay. I asked this question of some coaches last night. I'm gonna ask you too because you've coached. What do you think it is that's keeping these players on Kim Mulkey's bench?
The dollars?
Is it that they're not? Are they not? What'd you say?
We got that sugar cane and cotton money.
No. I mean, you are so funny. No, I'm talking about from a coaching perspective. What is it? Is it that they're not showing it in practice? Do you think Kim is just reluctant to play him? Do you think she doesn't trust him? What is it that keeps a player with all of this talent, like a Jada Rashard, right? To me, Jada Rashard should have been off the bench last year. What do you think it was in Kim's system, in her practice or whatever, that didn't unleash Jada like she should have been unleashed last year?
Kim Mulkey lives in a society where she wants to be the main character. She wants her players to be the main character in every game they play. So she's going to play the players that got a name. And this is what I think. This is what I know this for a fact because I had a conversation with somebody. Kim Mulkey got to stop promising players minutes. She got to stop promising players a certain amount of minutes because then it hurts your rotation. You can't be promising people 28 minutes a game, not knowing how they're going to fit in your system. Just say you got the opportunity to come start for me, and if you do what you got to do, I'm going to help you be as successful as possible. Stop promising these. Stop handing out minutes like it's bingo cards.
So you think she's stacking up too much talent to be able to play it? Is that what you're saying?
No, she's stacking up too many promises. Okay. It's not the talent. She's stacking up too many promises.
So how you get off Kim Mulkey's bench then? How do you jump into that eight-player rotation?
By injury or position?
No, I'm saying, how do you get into her 8-player rotation? What is it that you have to show Kim to be in that 8-player rotation?
I just told you. Injury or position. Kim Mulkey's lineup is set when the season starts because of her promises.
Okay, so you think Kim, even though Kim was like, she don't know if late starts.
I got a question, Cess. When is the last time? Think about this. When is the last time Kim Mulkey, since she's been at LSU, has had a player that came out of nowhere?
None that I know of. But
why? Because they don't got the opportunity. All the minutes are already promised.
I'm not gonna say I watched a whole lot of LSU, so I just want to say that. That's fair though. That's fair.
She's never had a player since she's been at LSU where you said, God dang, where she came from. You already know who her team is at the start of the season. By the time March Madness comes, you know what LSU is. There's nothing shocking all about LSU.
Okay, do you like that or hate that about your team?
I hate that. She's too predictable.
So so okay, let me understand this. If it was your choice, would Kim Mulkey be the coach at LSU?
Yes, but I would make a deal with her. I gotta have a say-so in your coaching staff.
You as the AD.
As the AD.
Okay.
I gotta pick half of your coaching staff. And guess who I'm going to pick? I'm going to get coaches that I know would be a good motivator and a whisper in her ear to use her entire arsenal to get out of those old ways of promising minutes, not wanting to change game by game. She got a game plan in the offseason and she just sticks to it. You got to adjust as your players progress. You got to adjust as you find weaknesses and positives in the way your players are playing, because every season is its own season. That player, your best 3-point shooter, just might not have it that season, and you got to find somebody else to complement them, right? She doesn't do that. She says, this is our best shooter in training camp, so that's who we going to let keep shooting. I hate when she does that. This was our best rebounder in training camp, so we going to let them be our best rebounder in March Madness. No. You got to assess your entire team.
Okay. So how much confidence do you have going in this season?
Until we put out, I got the utmost confidence. I'm an LSU fan. I can complain all day long about some of the nuances, but until somebody beat us, we unbeatable.
Okay. I respect that.
That's just how I roll. I could talk about the nuances I don't like, but until somebody beat us, I mean, we undefeated. Until somebody beat us, we unbeatable.
So right now you got y'all winning the chip.
I got us winning the chip.
Okay.
I got LSU winning the national championship. I got LSU winning the SEC in the national championship.
And it's like that for you every year though too, right? You thought that last year?
It's like that every year.
Okay.
That's my team, and I'm gonna stick beside them.
No, I respect that.
I'm just a realist, you know.
I totally respect that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I like I said, every game we walk into, every game the Gamecocks walk into, I expect us to win until we don't. So there's that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you got? So I know you got Notre Dame as a team. So clearly you don't have them winning the Natty. Because both of your teams can't win the Natty. What other sleeper teams do you have?
Sleeper teams.
Yeah.
I would say Texas. There was another team that I had that I was just talking about. Who was it? Oklahoma. I love what Oklahoma got going on. Texas and Oklahoma, the Red River rivalry teams. That's two sleeper teams.
Zoe, you never cease to amaze me. I can't wait to talk about them with you later on this season. This is just the beginning. Clip that. This is his sleeper teams. Clip that. That's classic right there.
Hey, wow. Look, why I never cease to amaze you?
Wow. Cause he takes, man. Whoo. Yeah, I can't. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, cause you believe it. You believe it. This why we're gonna follow. We're gonna follow it to see where it goes. Sheesh. Ooh,
I'm just saying, Notre Dame. I already kind of know what they are, right? North Carolina
Texas
State
and Oklahoma. Oh my goodness, man! I'm sleep on them. Did you
Cause
see?
you think
Okay.
TCU going somewhere? You thinking Notre
No,
Dame
I
going
didn't.
somewhere? North Carolina State,
I didn't.
Duke.
I didn't say none of them. You didn't hear me call none of them names. I like North Carolina State, but TCU, Duke, you didn't hear me call none of them names. I don't believe in none of them or their coaches. You didn't hear me call none of them names.
Hey,
Not me.
you know what me tell you a scary team? Maryland.
Who? Hey, you know, I hate Gracie left. I can't wait for Bree to get back.
I can see Maryland upsetting somebody in March Madness.
Maryland is going to be interesting. Like, I think one thing about Maryland is that people don't respect the fact that they got a national champion head coach, right? Who's done it before, right? So I don't know if she hasn't been able to line everything up perfect the way that it needs to happen, but she's a good judge of talent. They put together a nice team. I was higher on Maryland when Merkel was there. Went down a little bit when Merkel left because I just thought I liked the size that she could add. But listen, you know, Bree McDaniel gets healthy. To me, the Big Ten is wide open. So we'll see.
Oh, another one, Cess.
You
know who else?
Baylor. Yeah, I like Baylor. I agree with you there.
Hey,
but
remember they just beat who they did just beat.
I'm a Talia Scott fan though. I've been waiting on this kid for 3 years. So I think the Big 12 in for a surprise with that kid because she's healthy. Let's rock.
Yeah, because didn't they just beat Duke like a couple weeks ago? Yep.
I see you, Bryce. Gamecocks all day. But I don't have to say that to him. He know that. He know that. You said they beat Tennessee.
Oh, Baylor beat Tennessee too?
I don't know who they're talking about. Y'all gotta tell me. But Bryce! I appreciate the support. Bam! We appreciate the support. Tennessee, they beat Tennessee. I don't know if they beat Tennessee.
They talking about North Carolina State. North Carolina State beat Tennessee.
Yeah, did they?
Yeah. Baylor didn't beat Tennessee. Baylor didn't even play Tennessee.
That was right after.
Because Tennessee only got one loss. That was the North Carolina State.
That was right after Whitehorn got dismissed from the team.
Yeah. Baylor hasn't played Tennessee yet.
Yeah. Your takes, man. I can't wait though. But
hey, Oklahoma, Baylor, and Texas, my sleeper teams.
All right.
All three of them is gonna beat some teams this year that y'all didn't see coming.
That's all you mean for sleeper team? They're gonna beat some teams that we didn't see coming. That's all I mean. For
they're gonna wake people up for March Madness. They're gonna beat some teams, and then in March Madness they're gonna get eyes because they beat one of y'all faves.
But sleeper team don't mean that they going like Elite 8 or go surprise somebody and be a Cinderella Sweet 16 that come out of nowhere. This is just they gonna spoil somebody's dance card. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I wanted to be clear about what we were saying as far as like sleeper team, what they gonna do.
Yeah. Now, if you talking like shock somebody, I can see Michigan State.
I gotta watch them. They on my list. They definitely on my list. That Jones.
If you talking make a Cinderella run, I can see Michigan State.
They ain't got no star, but they solid. I'm gonna go check them out.
Michigan State could shock some people.
Definitely watch them. They could definitely shock some people in the Big Ten. Who you got winning the ACC?
They could beat South Carolina.
Who you got winning? Who you got winning the ACC?
Then you know what it says. You act like I ain't just say that.
I just laughed at it. I heard you. It didn't even warrant a response. They can't beat me. They got to beat Michigan first. Like I said, the Big Ten is wide open. SEC something all the way different.
Yeah, they got to beat. They can beat South Carolina, man.
Not this year.
Hey, they got the starting five to do it.
Not this year.
They got the starting five to do it now. Don't sleep on them.
You don't beat us with a starting five. That's how I know not this year.
They got the starting five to do it now.
That's all right. I got 2 sets of starting fives.
Don't sleep on them.
Tucked in.
South Carolina ain't got no 2 start fives.
I'm tucked in. I'm tucked in. I'm tucked in on Michigan State. Yeah, 2 starting fives.
No. No.
2 starting fives.
No.
If the freshmen you got on your team could be starters, for sure my freshman can start.
No.
Tell me who couldn't start.
Man, ain't no way in the world. First of all, y'all probably got 7 players on that team that can even be starters.
Tell me who couldn't start.
You think y'all got 10 starters?
I didn't stutter. I'm waiting on you to answer my question. You just said 17 different things. Tell me who couldn't start. Name them.
Hold on, let me go make sure I pronounce their name right. Hold on.
Yeah, get it right.
I don't want to disrespect the ladies, you know. Let me make sure I got their name right, man. Let me make sure I got their name. So Joyce could start. Of course, Joyce could start. I think Medina could be a starter on other teams.
She is a starter. She's a starter for South Carolina. So
I'm just talking about like other teams. I'm talking about like because you say you got 2 starters.
Here's the thing. If they're already starting at South Carolina, then they're starters already.
So you got Tessa, Tanaya, Raven, Medina,
the only people that you can talk about is people that's not.
That's your 5 that can start. That's your 5 that can start.
All my players can start. Now tell me on my bench who wouldn't start.
Who team is Tech starting on?
LSU, if y'all could get her.
Man, stop it. Come on, Cess.
When Adele gets healthy, y'all will see. Y'all be calling. Y'all call all the Gamecocks though. So it don't matter to me. Y'all still calling Raven right now. But tell me who couldn't start.
Tack can't start on nobody team.
All right. Dowda already was a starter. Dowda already was a starter on the SEC team, so you can't tell me that. She already started on another team. So keep going.
I mean, Dowda played good last year.
Keep going.
Dowda played good last year. Dowda played good. McKeer not starting.
You crazy as fuck. Y'all wish y'all could start her right now.
Not starting.
You crazy. McKeer started already for us.
Not starting. McKeer better hit them free throws. That's what she better do.
You crazy. You keep watching. McKeer gonna be a nightmare. I'm so glad you said her. I'm so glad you said she can't start. Keep going.
She better hit them free throws.
Yeah, okay. We ain't worried about it. Keep going.
Hey, want me to tell you who I do like? I like McDowell.
All of them.
I like McDowell.
All of them. I know which ones you like. All of them because they all ballers. Keep going.
I think she's gonna be something. I think she's gonna be something next year. Because Raven in her way, man.
Nope, she's not in the way. Raven right on time.
You know,
but keep.
I like Cess. That's all y'all got.
We still got Maddie. Maddie starting on any team. Maddie starting too. Keep going. Who else?
Oh my! Where's Maddie at? Where's Maddie?
Yeah, Canada FIBA got he can't start. That's what he said. Wow, ain't it? Come on. You see what I'm saying? Isla just was playing with the WNBA players. Come on, man. Not starting. Stop it. What we talking about?
Man, stop it.
You wish they wasn't starting. It's all right. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Everybody ain't loving it. But see, this what I know about you. This what I know about you, Prince. This what I know about you. You know what it is, right?
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
That's all. You be on that bull jump. That's it. What else you got before we get ready to wrap it up? They can't start. Please. Yeah, start at LSU. Quit playing.
Man, the only person on South Carolina that can start at LSU is Joyce.
Yeah, okay. Stop calling Raven then.
Who called Raven?
Y'all.
When?
Oh, every year.
Man, stop it.
Go have a meeting in Baton Rouge and see. Check the call logs. Check the call logs.
Man, stop it.
Check the call logs.
Ain't nobody looking for no Raven, man.
Y'all wish I had a Raven. Y'all looking for a point guard right now. Check the call logs. What else you got before you get ready to get out of here, Prince?
Oh,
What
man.
else you got? What else you got?
That's it, man. Good to be back. Good to be back. I don't know. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things tomorrow. Probably drop some lives tomorrow. I'm gonna see. I ain't really got nothing planned. Oh, when LSU play again, I might go live for the LSU game.
I mean, that's your team. You should know when they play next. I don't commit y'all schedule to memory like that. Now, hold on.
You know, I might go live for the LSU game.
I tell you that.
I can't wait till we play South Carolina. That's a dub.
Whatever.
That's a big dub right there.
Y'all say that every year. We'll be there. We'll be handing out chocolates in the parking lot after. Chocolates and napkins. Chocolates and Kleenex.
Yeah, I'll go live Monday for the LSU game. They play Monday.
Chocolates and Kleenex. Don't worry, y'all girls can party with us.
So all my LSU fans, I'll see y'all Monday. I'll go live Monday. When Notre Dame play again, man. I might go live for the Notre Dame game, man. Notre Dame play today. Oh, they play Saturday. So I'll see y'all Saturday for Notre Dame versus Michigan. Ooh, I get to watch Footwork versus a doggo. Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
Man, we'll see y'all soon.
So I'll see y'all Saturday and Monday for college women's basketball lives. But outside of that, I ain't really got much going on this week. Trying to get back in the swing of things.
Well, hey, so first of all, Uncle J.E., I wouldn't wish no injuries on no players. So I hope y'all as healthy as y'all can be when y'all get there. That ain't even where I'm at with it. That type of shit ain't even funny to me. I'm here about the growing of the game and everybody being healthy. Matter of fact, at the beginning of the season, I wish health on everyone. So if that's the energy you want, that's probably why you in the chat that you had. But with that, y'all, I'm finna get ready to get up out of here. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Stay tuned. Talk soon, y'all.
We on the arc. Hey. We on the arc. Ain't no way to stop, but we lock them down. Get that ball, pass it to me, then we rock them now. Holding trophies to crown, on the throne, no playing around. Get that ball, I be shooting, then I'm knocking them down. Princess Cess on a mission, one go, we gon' get it. We taking over the game, all gas, no brakes, you tripping. Duck on them, no assistance, all this heat in my kitchen. You should know.